Today, we're discussing a significant and developing situation in the United Kingdom. On the anniversary of the October 7th attacks, events across the country, particularly in London, saw a massive police presence and resulted in hundreds of arrests. Authorities have stated these arrests were linked to the support of a proscribed terrorist organization, Hamas. Let's break down what happened. Thousands of people participated in marches, and while many were peaceful, police reports indicate numerous incidents that crossed the line from protest into alleged criminal activity. Officers intervened when they identified banners, chants, and symbols that appeared to show support for Hamas, which is illegal under UK terrorism laws. The Metropolitan Police had issued clear warnings beforehand that any glorification of terrorism would not be tolerated, and it seems they acted decisively on that promise. This has sparked a huge debate across the UK. On one side, you have those who argue that these arrests are a necessary measure to combat extremism and ensure national security. They believe that allowing overt support for a group like Hamas on British streets is a direct threat to public safety and community cohesion, which makes it an offense to express an opinion or belief that is supportive of a prescribed organization, where that expression is reckless as to whether a person to whom it is directed will be encouraged to support that organization. On the other hand, civil liberties groups and some participants are raising concerns about freedom of speech and the right to protest. They question whether the police response was proportionate and whether some arrests might have been overzealous, potentially sweeping up individuals who were not intentionally supporting terrorism but were expressing solidarity with the Palestinian cause. This is a complex legal and ethical line to walk. Where does political expression end and criminal support for a banned group begin? It's a question that our legal system is now grappling with in the context of these arrests. The context of the anniversary is crucial here. The October 7th date is incredibly sensitive and emotionally charged. For many, it's a day of mourning and remembrance for the victims of the attacks. The presence of marches on this specific day was seen by some as deeply provocative and disrespectful, regardless of the marchers' intent. This emotional backdrop undoubtedly heightened tensions and influenced the public and police response. The government has backed the police action, with officials reiterating a zero-tolerance stance on terror support. Home Secretary James Cleverly praised the police for their efforts in maintaining order and enforcing the law. However, this has not silenced the critics, who are now calling for a review of each case to ensure that justice is applied fairly and that the right to legitimate protest is protected. This situation highlights the ongoing challenge Western democracies face in balancing security with civil liberties. How does a society protect its citizens from the threat of terrorism while also upholding the fundamental right to free expression? These arrests in the UK are a real-world test of those principles. The outcomes of these cases will likely set important precedents for future protests and how the law is interpreted. It's a very tense and complicated issue with deeply held beliefs on all sides. As this story unfolds, we'll be keeping a close eye on the legal proceedings and the wider societal conversation it has ignited. It's important for all of us to engage with these topics thoughtfully and with respect for different perspectives. Thanks for tuning in to understand this complex issue with us. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below, but please keep the conversation respectful. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of current events. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.